Welcome to ACD Combatives, your combatives and control tactics channel. Please like, subscribe, and share. Hey everybody, Coach Kurt. My last video was handcuffing from mount and basically focusing on the Americana and the gift wrap to get to handcuffing. And remember, we talk extensively about positional control. We'll go over that again in this video, but this is going to be the Kimura technique, or it's going to be from side control. I briefly mentioned it in my previous video, and here is a clip from that previous video when I had mentioned it. You're in a side control position, and you transfer to a Kimura grip and get into a Kimura. Here I am, a standard Kimura from side control. I'm using a Kimura grip, and I'm bringing the arm up. This is what a Kimura looks like, and this is usually how it's first taught, is from the bottom or from the bad. You have the bad guy in your guard, your closed guard, and this is a Kimura from side control. You're going to see more of that in this video, but it is a super beneficial technique for handcuffing. It's more technical than the last video, so I recommend that you train it regularly if you want to add it to your repertoire. But here I am demonstrating, and this is just to demonstrate that the Kimuras, you'll see it everywhere. But this is weapon defense. The guy's grabbing your gun. You've got the bad guy in your closed guard. You're going into a Kimura grip, and you're slowly shrimping out and turning, shrimping and turning, and you're putting them in the bent arm lock, which is the Kimura. This is super beneficial, and again, this video isn't about weapons defense, but I wanted you to see the Kimura from a different angle from how we're going to be using it for handcuffing. Because once you start practicing the Kimura from different positions, you'll start seeing it everywhere. The Kimura is a tremendous tool for handcuffing, but it's useless unless you have positional control. And it doesn't matter if you're in side control, if you're in guard, if you've got the guy in your mount, you've got to have positional control. But here I am saying you're going over the shoulder and going down into the Kimura grip. You see the Kimura grip, it's usually thumbless grip, and I'm breaking the hand loose from the weapon, and I'm transferring to a side position. You're shrimping out to get there. Here it is from your standard side control. And I'm trapping the arm down to the ground, and I've got the Kimura. And this is just the Kimura without handcuffing, because I want you to see it by itself. And there I am turning it, really cranking the arm. I'm not actually hurting Aiken, I'm just demonstrating. He tapped, and I wasn't actually cranking that hard. But you can see where there would be a crap load of pressure on the shoulder. Great for positional control. You can't get to the Kimura unless you know how to hold side control. Or knee on belly, and that's primarily what we're going to be talking about here. And here I am just transitioning to variations of side control. Here's your standard side control. I'm checking the hip, and I'm going to reverse side control, or also known as twister side control if you're a 10th planet person. And you're trapping the arm. Here I am reversing it to a standard side control, and then all the way into a scarf hold. Why would you be doing this? Because they're pushing and pulling and bucking and moving, and you are riding that wave of their excitement and their adrenaline, trying to get you off of them. And here I am demonstrating it on Aiken. He's just going to give me very subtle resistance. This is a demonstration. This isn't a live roll or anything. But I'm just transitioning to scarf hold, and I'm just feeling which way he's moving, and I'm just adjusting for that. Here I am focusing on that far arm. I'm going to reverse side control, and then popping back up, and then back down in reverse side control, and transferring to mount. That's just, again, you're feeling which direction you're going to go with somebody. Here's knee on belly, and you're going to see more of that on later in the video. But this part of the video is just demonstration on what you're going to see and why you're going to see. Here we go, knee on belly. This is the crux of it right here. Remember, we talked in the last video, those little V8 strike, or I could have had a V8, those little distraction strikes, and then you're rolling the person. Here we are again, knee on belly, those distraction strikes, trapping the arm up, and you're trapping the individual between your legs. You're coming around into that typical Kimura grip. It's also a double wrist lock grip if you're a catch wrestler or some schools of MMA or jiu-jitsu. But here we're going to call it the Kimura grip. It's a thumbless grip. It's a bent arm. The hand is facing down towards the feet. And then here I am transferring to a bent arm or chicken wing for handcuffing. We're going to demonstrate that from a different angle. It's so easy to show you, but it's hard to just watch this and follow along. You really need instruction. Area, those demonstration of those distractions, strikes, that is designed to get the person's arm up. And here I am demonstrating from just hooking the arm and rotating them into the side, and I'm trapping them down with my legs. I'm pinching my legs together. I prefer to keep one leg up a little bit. See how I'm doing that? That's to keep from being bit. That's more of a self-defense variation. There's that bent arm, that Kimura grip into a Kimura lock and into handcuffing. I'm going to show one more variation. Let's say you've got knee on belly and they are successful at popping your knee off. And you didn't have time to get under their arm. So you just slide into the scarf hold, reverse side control, and into a mount. All right, so now I'll show you how to get to Kimura from north-south. And first, it's important you know the difference between north and south, because this is going to be a north-south entry. So the head is north and the feet are south. When you hear that in jiu-jitsu and control tactics, that's what it means. So I've already broke the guard. I'm doing a knee slice entry, one of my favorite entries. And it's important you get that underhook. And then you slide into, I like to doing judo side control there, controlling the arm, and then I rotate to a standard side control, and I do the headlock variation to control. And it's important to use that shoulder. I call it the shoulder of justice. You're putting a lot of pressure on them so they can't turn into you. Your knees are blocking their shoulder right there, and their hips right there, so they can't shrimp away from you. And the shoulder of justice is controlling their head. You're putting a lot of pressure on them. And then you're going to want to switch your left arm over to their head, and you're controlling from that direction. And then I'm going to block the hip. So I take my right arm, and I call that the doorstop. And you're blocking their hip with your arm. And you're going to be demonstrating that again. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to go into a north-south entry for this Kimura. It's one of my favorite. It's a little more advanced. I haven't shown it before. I mean, it's not advanced. It's pretty basic, actually. But I'm in kind of a north-south variant. I bring the arm over, get that Kimura grip, and then just rotate up. You guys seen this in videos before. I'm switching sides so you can see it. And I'm posturing up and getting a good Kimura so I can go into handcuffing from there. Just another variation. So as you see me, you get that Kimura grip, straighten your back up, and then nice rotation. All right, guys, I hope that was interesting to you. Again, super important position for handcuffing, and you're not going to learn it in 8 hours a year with control tactics. You have to train at least once, hopefully twice a week in grappling, jiu-jitsu, MMA, judo. You will learn it from this kind of stuff. Please like, subscribe, and share, and let me know else what you'd like to see. Everybody take care and stay safe.
This is an 81 Honda. How dare you?
Let's roll. Hey, let's be careful out.